Ooh. Sorry, I didn't need to scare you that badly. Were you lost in thought? Is it about the girl you like? The one you're having issues confessing to? Oh, was I not supposed to know? I thought some of your friends came to talk to me. They said you had a girl that you like. And since I'm a girl and we're close, I should be able to help you successfully confess. Hmm? Yeah, that's what they said. Is there something else I'm supposed to know? Oblivious? Like, you're no longer interested in her because she's oblivious? Darn. And I was so looking forward to being your Cupid coach. Cupid coach. Most people call themselves love coaches, but they're like scammers usually. So I decided to set myself apart from them by calling myself your Cupid coach. At least I would have been your Cupid coach if you were still interested in her. Oh, thank God. I went through a ton of preparation for this. You have no idea how much paper would have been wasted if you'd given up on her. Not that there would be anything wrong with that. You should never settle for anyone that doesn't meet your standards. Especially you. In fact, I would argue you deserve someone who exceeds your standards tenfold. Someone who is a model from outer space who has mastered all languages and culinary arts. And rescues kittens on the weekends. But, no matter who this girl is, I'll support you. Because I trust your judgment. You should go for whoever you want. So, why is their obliviousness such an issue? Oh. Too oblivious to realize you're flirting with her. Yeah, that can be really tough. Someone who doesn't get what you're putting down no matter how many hints you give them. Unfortunately, I don't know anyone like that as a point of reference, but I won't allow that to be an issue. We're going to make this a perfect confession so she can finally get the message. And then naturally, she'll say yes. Of course, I'm sure. You're just the kind of person anyone would say yes to. What I say yes to? It doesn't matter if I say yes. All that matters is if she says yes. Now you have to tell me all about her. Your friends told me a little bit about her, but it was mainly about what she looked like. How do you see her? She's beautiful, lights up the room, and you can't help but be happy around her? Isn't that how you've described me in the past? You shouldn't go with that then. You could really upset her. You're implying she isn't special if you reuse compliments. And you might give her some insecurities if you use those words to describe another girl you're close with. There has to be something else that you can think of. Something that's 100% special about her and her alone. You like how soft her hand feels in yours? My. How scandalous. Hand-holding already? She definitely feels the same if you're that far along. I mean, I know we've held hands before, but if you're with the girl you like, it's just different. Anything else you can tell me about this lovely lady? kindest eyes and the kind of laugh that warms your heart. Great stuff. Really, really good stuff. I know I'd be over the moon if someone talked about me this way. You really need to introduce me to this mystery crush of yours. I think we'd get along great. You don't think so? Complicated? Oh, wait, I get it. Wow, I've been such an idiot. Yeah, I understand. You don't want her to think we're together. Considering how many times our friends have joked about us looking like a couple, it totally makes sense. Introduce us whenever you feel comfortable about it. You're a good person, and you deserve the person you set your eyes on, whoever she is. I wouldn't dream of throwing a wrench in your plans. Oh, speaking of plans, this, my dear helpless fool in love, not an insult, pinching that from a rom-com, is my book of confession ideas. Some of them are ways I'd like to be confessed to. Other ways are ways I would like to confess to people. Since I'm your cupid coach, you can have your pick. Are you sure? Not that I have any issue with you barring one of the ways I'd like to be confessed to as your approach. Just that might make her feel a bit awkward if she ever finds out. I guess that's true. We're both girls, and we seem very similar to one another based on how you're describing her. All right, I will show you one of my favorite ones. This one is a little bit more quaint. Get a personalized bouquet of her favorite flowers with a card in it that expresses all of your feelings towards her. Bonus points if you give it to her in a place that's special for the two of you. Like where you met or a place you often hang out at. My favorite flowers? I like white chrysanthemums and pink roses. Or any flowers with soft colors. I'm not overly picky. Oh, that's so sweet of you. No, you may want to hold off on getting me flowers unless it's a special occasion or something. Or your future girlfriend might get the wrong idea here. What do you think of that idea, though? Will that work for you? No? Okay. Let me look for something else. Food! I know the saying is the quickest way to a man's heart is through his stomach, but it also happens to apply to us ladies. Why do you think so many women are looking for partners who can cook nowadays? Grabbing food is traditionally more for dates, yes, but I'm not saying to take her to the Ritz. Bring food to her. Cook her something simple or grab her favorite treat from a bakery. Then do something like, hey baby, want to share this with me? Doubt it's as tasty as your lips though. Okay, yeah, that was a little cringy. Still, hopefully you kind of get the gist of what I'm saying. Say whatever you want in the moment. Just make sure she knows that it's something special. Oh, I'd love to go to the ice cream parlor later. They started selling a new birthday cake flavor that's so unbelievably sweet. Makes me drool just thinking about it. Not as sweet as you? Come on, that line is almost as cheesy as what I said. If you think it'll work on her, though, knock yourself out. Oh, no to that one too. Okay, how oblivious is she? Yikes! You've tried to confess 10 times already? That's kind of awful. Sounds like gestures aren't the way to go with her then. If all else has failed, just confess. I mean, state things as they are, plain and simple. Don't mess around with anything flowery. Just give her a straight, I love you. She'll have to answer that. Yeah, like that. There's no way she would be able to give you an answer if you confess to her like that. You got this. She still doesn't understand. What do you mean? Have you tried confessing to her like that before? You just did. Oh, I see. You met up with her before we did, and she still didn't get the message. That explains why you kind of looked awkward while we've been... Me? What about me? Confessing to me? Well, yeah. I told you that you could test out confessing techniques on me if you wanted. What does... Wait. Huh? You mean... You weren't... So when you... I said... You were... Huh? No. I mean... No. That's not... Okay, you have to give me a second. My face is all red. Ah! That wasn't me rejecting you. I just didn't want you to leave. Honestly, I've felt that way about you for a while now, too. I just didn't realize you were talking about me. Mm-hmm. Your friends didn't make it super obvious. At least I don't think so. When they were talking about the girl you were crushing on, I did think she sounded a bit like me. But... Sorry. I guess I need to work on putting 2 and 2 together, don't I? In my defense for that instance, though, I was distraught. I thought the person I liked was going after someone else. I was all prepared to bury my feelings and support you from the sidelines and remain single forever with only a dozen cats to keep me company. Of course I would have. True love means letting the person you like live their life the way they want to and not imposing on them. I might be oblivious, but I do have manners. Mm-hmm. I love you. So, I know this was meant to be your confession and all, but would you go out with me?